Hello, I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also a co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you're brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements, which are great for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu, especially on Valentine's Day.
Away.
Keeping it away, yes. Dang it!
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for daily updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey.
Even on Valentine's Day. Man, I hate when I messed it up. Anyway, Debbie's here, so is Dennis. Hey Dennis, how's it going? Long time no see. Jerry says morning chowlings. Let's see, Blaze is here. Visual Keto says hi everyone. Susan says good morning all. And Joanne says have a great day everyone.
You too. Have a great day.
Kathy says happy Valentine's Day. And Stwong says good morning everyone.
Good morning.
So with this morning, Miriam got up pretty early.
Yeah.
And she made heart-shaped chaffles.
Yeah.
And was trying to make sure that the kids all knew that they were loved. Whether even if it's not a single
Pringle.
Single Pringle. Yeah, they were. I don't know what their deal was.
I think they were just tired. It was 5:30 in the morning.
That's true. Stupid pigeons. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me read our thing and then we can go into the comments. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance.
It's Oscar Wilde. You know what Oscar Wilde wrote?
Some cool stuff.
The Importance of Being Earnest.
I love that show.
And The Pirates of Penzance.
Also that one too. Only because you love it.
And An Ideal Husband.
Yeah, I like that one too. Very funny.
Anyway, let's see. Lori says good morning, you two lovely people. Terry says good morning. Gary says good morning, you two.
I miss you.
Susan says good morning as well. Dr. Maitreya is here.
Hi, Susan.
Becca says good morning, Keto Chow and friends.
Hello.
Glenda says good morning and happy Valentine's Day. Same to you. Randy says good morning. Carrie says hello, everyone.
Hello.
In that accent. That's how he talks.
That's right.
No. Randy says good morning and happy Valentine's Day. Maitreya says I saw the waffle pics. Looked amazing.
Thank you.
How did everybody's superb owl go yesterday?
Yeah, ours was delicious. I mean, it was fun.
I made way too many wings, but I was assuming that I was going to be putting them in the fridge for later.
I should have had some more of the barbecue wings because the plain ones were plain.
I didn't even have salt on them, so.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was like,
they were
well.
Still good. I just didn't have what I wanted, so I didn't have it. It was fine.
Okay. Well, there's more of it. There's more in the fridge.
Yeah, by the time I got to the wings, I had eaten my whole plate, and I'm like, I can't eat anymore, so I'm just not going to get any more.
It was a good spread, aside from the chips and the crackers.
Yeah.
And the cookies that my parents brought. Everything else was keto, so. Let's see. Mimi is here, so is Nan and Shauna. Janice is here as well. Jerry has a silly poem about St. Valentine.
Okay.
Keto Life Granny is here as well. Gina says, happy Valentine's Day. Wishing everyone lots of love today and every day. Speaking of Gina, are Autumn and Richard not doing they didn't do their live stream this morning, I think. Did they change that? I missed the last couple days, so if they announced it, I don't know.
Well, we did.
Annie says, morning, Chow fam. Nan is here. Sherry says, good morning and happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Randy says, I hope you guys had fun at your scuba diving lesson.
Oh my gosh, it was terrifying.
Also, it was fun.
And very fun and terrifying.
We had two kids who, when you go down, one of the things you have to do is pressurize your inner ear because you've got pressure going in on your eardrum. Just by going down like 5 or 10 feet, it starts to build up pressure. And so you have to hold your nose through your mask and inflate your ears. Well, it's equalizing you through your eustachian tubes. The kids were entranced with the term eustachian
Which
tubes.
is funny because they've had so many ear problems, they know what eustachian tubes are.
But two of them were having problems equalizing their ears, and so they couldn't go all the way down to the 14-foot level.
So they just swam around us, above us.
Yeah. But it was... I've never done scuba diving before, so this was a new experience, and for Miriam. But the first time you're underwater and you're like, okay, here I go. I'm going to take a breath.
I'm breathing.
And then your lungs are just full of air, and it's like,
wow, that's amazing.
That was weird. And then you just keep going. It's like, okay, you know what? This isn't this isn't too
Took me a
bad.
while to get used to the water going into my mask and touching the bottom of my nose.
Oh.
And it was hard because I kept wanting to breathe in and out, or in my mouth and out my nose, which you
Yeah.
can do, except
Yeah.
that if you breathe in your nose, water goes inside.
I did get water in my nose
So
once.
I got water in my nose a couple times. But yeah, when we were sitting on the bottom of the pool, I'm like, breathing, breathing, breathing. It's fine. Don't take this out. You're going to stop breathing if you do.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, mind over matter.
It was a lot of fun though. But yeah, so we're going to take those kids to an ear, nose, throat doctor and
Yep.
just
Hopefully,
just make sure that
they
everything's
just have
fine.
wax and build up
Yeah.
and that they can equalize and it'll be fine.
Anyway,
The lady that was teaching us said that some ENTs like have a machine that they can measure and see if the membrane will move. So
oh, okay.
that's cool. She said, not all ENTs know what you're talking about, but some do. I'm like, okay, well, that's good to know because
Yep.
I love going into doctors with information they don't know.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, that's story of our life last few years.
Yeah.
Jill says morning. Danny says morning. Happy Valentine's Day. Love your shirt, Miriam.
Thank you.
Sam can't find his. Not that that's a big deal.
No.
Anyway,
But he did already wear it. His even has the word Valentine on it. It says V is for, and then it says video games, not Valentine.
oh, okay. All right, Pamela says, good morning, happy Valentine's Day. Let's see, Rachel is here, so is Keto Life. Oh, yeah, it came straight over from 2KK, there you go.
Yay.
Let's see, Pat says, good morning, happy Valentine's Day. We will be having steaks and sharing Keto Chow ice cream for dessert.
Nice. We're having lasagna for dinner.
We are. Did you put that back in the fridge?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I put the strawberries in the fridge.
Okay, thanks.
The strawberries on Valentine's. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to go to the library.
Now we're
Anyway,
not.
Christy says, good morning, Chow Hands, happy Valentine's. Let's see. WCH says, or WCB, sorry, says morning, everyone. Speaking of snorkeling, Audrey had to put contacts in.
Oh, yes.
Because you can't wear glasses.
That's something we didn't even think about. And then they're all the stuff we've learned is that the masks that work best are the one piece. You can't have prescription lenses with the one piece mask.
Yeah, but
you
you
have
can
to
do it
get a
with a two-piece.
two-piece. But
You
how
gonna
many
get a
of our
two-piece?
yes, of course. How many of our family wears glasses?
Like a lot of them.
Like most of them.
Yep. Sonny says, morning all. I made up Irish cream, black licorice mix, waiting on it to cool. I'm excited to try this combination. Let's see. Sean says, first, so very thankful to send my InfoStat Keto Bundle to my mom, who has finally agreed to low carb. I'll take it. Nice. Let's see. Rhonda is here. Oh, and Pamela wanted to know how scuba diving was too. Rhonda says, good morning, Bears and Chow fam. Happy Monday. You hit that black licorice out of the park. Yummy. I haven't tried the red yet.
Oh, you gotta
So
try it.
I'd start with the new flavor, with the flavor that was more questionable.
It sure is.
Diane says hello. Let's see. Lynette is here. Says good morning.
Hi, Lynette.
Susan says I had red licorice this morning. It was so good.
Nice.
Becca says when I first tried apple pie as a shake, I didn't like it. This morning I made it as a mug cake and like it that way a lot. Just ordered a big bag of it.
Nice. I had apple pie this weekend.
Yeah.
It was good.
Vet from Maine says, I binged a lot on your videos last night. First time I meet you. Well, welcome, Yvette.
Yeah, welcome.
Let's see. Carrie says, I'm glad now about the fact that I will have more to rely on my Keto Chow since I probably won't be able to get to buy more meat like I was going to. Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, and it says Autumn started doing her job today.
I think, yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Blue says Autumn is going to do it tonight because she started work this morning. Okay, see, there you go.
That's awesome.
This is what happens when you don't pay attention.
Yeah, gosh, don't
Shauna
pay
says
attention.
eardrum pressure sounds unpleasant. Well, it was interesting because I went down and I was like, the lady's like, how you doing? And this means go up.
Yeah, it was really hard not to do this underwater.
This means okay, and that means go down. Anyway, so
When
everyone's like, it's like, you want me to go up? Okay.
No. Yeah, it was really hard not to do this. 'Cause
No
we're so
thumbs
used
up.
to doing that, so we're like, okay. And then when I wanted to say something else to the lady, I'm like, I don't know. I'm all, yay! Like this.
We did lots of high fives and fist bumps.
Holly came over to me, and I'm like, in my mind, I can do hard things.
Well, anyway, going down, it took a long time to go down just because of the the equalization, and
Yeah.
it's the first time any of us had ever done that before.
I think we were just overthinking it. And I mean, of course, the thing is, they say, well, your eardrums can rupture. So we're all afraid of having our eardrums rupture if we feel any kind of discomfort. So we had to kind of figure out, like, how much discomfort was enough to feel that you have to equalize.
Yeah.
And all the videos we were watching, we were saying, you know, you need to equalize more often, you know, beforehand. And so we're like, I'm trying, but nothing's happening.
And the more pressure builds up, the harder it is to equalize.
Yeah.
So you want to do it early. It's like voting.
Early and often.
Vote early, vote often.
Yes. Equalize early, equalize often.
Let's see. Sister P says, "Good morning. You all are adventurous."
Yeah, crazy, right?
Penny says, "Found a love. I made Keto Chow lemon meringue cheesecake bites for the Super Bowl. It was
Ooh,
so
that
good."
Sounds good.
This came up last night. Our kids were like, "Who are you voting for?" And I'm like, I actually don't care. I just hope that the game is close. And it was reasonably close. I had an enjoyable time watching it.
I liked it.
I was like, oh, are the Bengals going to pull from behind? Yeah. Oh, and it was.
I was so
just back and
excited
forth.
for
It was
those
good.
two cute young quarterbacks. I'm like, Sam, they're like your age.
Yep.
They just look so little, and
Laura.
I just must be old because I keep getting older.
Laura has a good question about L-Theanine.
Oh.
She keeps on seeing it on stuff and wants to know if Keto Chow has it. We don't add it because it's not necessary to add it. Is that theanine? That might be spelled wrong. Threonine? Hold on a second.
Grab a bag.
Anyway. Ooh. Well, it's not on the bags because it's too much. Takes up too much space.
Well,
you
and
will
it's the
get
whole
that
point thing.
in. Hold on a second. Threonine versus. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Apparently they are.
Two different things.
Ah.
Theanine versus
Okay.
threonine
So that's where I went. I'm glad you had this. Here we go. What's the difference?
conversation.
Yeah. Let's find it out together.
Are you sharing?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What's the difference? Both L3.
Okay, they often get
threonine
confused.
and
That's where I
theanine.
went off. Da-da-da. Amino acid. Oh, it's in green tea. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so threonine is an essential amino acid. Theanine is not. Okay.
Okay.
So, I guess to answer your question, I'm glad that we had this conversation because because it's not an essential amino acid, it's not in there. You can add a theanine supplement in that case, but Keto Chow does not have it because it's not essential for human nutrition.
But apparently it's in green tea, so have some green tea.
There you go.
And you'll get it.
If you
feel
like
it's
to
important.
drink green tea, okay. I love learning new stuff. Bobby says, good morning. Randy says, Valentine's Day equals ribeyes.
Yes.
We might have leftover wings. What did you have any? Oh no, that's right. We're having pizza cake.
That's right.
Duh.
We're having lasagna.
We just talked about that.
Lasagna.
Jerry says, I'm having delicious caramel macchiato Keto Chow coffee for breakfast. I've been hoarding it until my big bag comes in. Now I can enjoy it again and not fearing it's gone because the caramel macchiato and the chocolate peanut butter is back in stock. Lori says, happy Valentine's Day. Blue says, good morning, Chow Hands. I have a boo-boo. I shut my finger in the door jamb yesterday.
Oh,
Total
you
wreck my
said
day.
shut. I heard shot. I'm like, wow, that's horrible. I guess shot your finger in the door is a
Now,
little
Blue
better
Dove,
than shooting it.
you will get better.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that you had that happen to you. Don't be like our son, Max, who closed his cell phone in the door of a car
Your cell phone is not that important.
and
Your finger
continued
is
to
more
try
important.
to slam the door closed multiple times.
His phone's like,
It's permanently bent and the screen is just shattered. I'm like, how on earth did you do this? And he's like,
I just tried to shut
closed
the
it in the
door
door.
100 times.
Like, well, okay.
It's so funny.
Let's see. Suzanne says, happy Valentine's Day. The guy I'm dating made me a chuck roast with broccoli for my keto dinner yesterday. I made him a keto chocolate cake. It's so fun dating someone who understands my diet. Wow.
Hey, I'm so happy.
Gina says, I couldn't find anything from Autumn, but I think she may be starting her new job today. There you go, Gina. Let's see. Pamela says, my husband is buying steak for us. I'm doing beef butter, bacon, and eggs, so staying on track. No candy or flowers for me. Miriam wanted to know if I wanted anything for Valentine's Day. I'm like,
Nope.
no.
He got me this necklace with the plus and the 3 kids, and then there's another one that's hiding that has the other 3 kids.
There you go. Nice.
Doo, doo.
Miriam told me exactly what she wanted for Valentine's Day.
Buy me this.
Oh, great.
And he even did research when we found that was a whole debacle of when we couldn't get the 6 hearts on one necklace.
And I contacted their customer support, and they said, no, we can't do that.
Which is dumb, because I could easily just take them off and put them on the
No, you are not allowed to do that.
Well, I can if I want to.
No.
Well, I'm going
you
to.
can dance if you want to.
I
You can leave
my
your friends
behind.
Because your friends don't dance. And if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
Okay.
Anyway, Chrissy says, I had gingerbread for the first time last night. I kept putting it off because I was afraid I wouldn't like it. It's absolutely amazing. If you want it really good, try heating it up. Kind of like you do with the chocolate to make hot chocolate.
I love gingerbread hot. It's so good.
22 QCat says, I hope you're not talking too much. I heard you say the other comment about that on 2KK Live. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
You wanted to read your things?
We'll just do a couple for a second. I'm kind.
Okay.
And we already said that everybody at our work is kind.
Yep.
When I put my mind to something, I focus and can accomplish it.
Nice.
That's something that's great. I have a difficult time accomplishing things sometimes. So then I'm like, it's easy for me to start something and then change my mind halfway through. My glorious golden locks. I can tell you who this is.
Who?
There's a boy downstairs with glorious hair.
Oh, okay.
His hair's so
I was going to say,
long.
who is blonde
and everyone
around here?
is so jealous of how beautiful his hair is. I'm creative.
I know who drew that one.
That's so cute. I can guess who drew that one too. I love that. My sense of humor.
Okay. These are things people love about themselves.
Yes, at our work that we have. I love my eye color.
Okay.
Okay, there's a couple more, but we can go through a couple more comments first.
Okay. Gina says, that makes me a librarian then. Yes, it does. Margaret says, happy Valentine's Day. Kevin says, hi all. I painted my kitchen with warm water, melted butter, and raspberry cheesecake Keto Chow with the Vitamix.
Oh, what's that?
I have done that. I painted the underside of the cabinets as well.
I have too. Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. I actually painted the cabinets that were like down in front of me. I'm not sure how I did it.
Yeah, it just went whoosh.
It was like it curved backwards.
And didn't get on your clothes?
Oh, it got on my clothes, but...
Oh, yeah, that stinks. I hate it
anyway,
when that happens.
Carrie says, I didn't watch. It looks like the Bengals almost won. Yeah, they did almost win.
It was so close.
The problem I did with the Vitamix, I'm talking about Kevin, is I normally turn it down all the way and then I can flip it on, and I didn't turn it down all the way. Then when I turned it on, it went, blah! Dorothy says, good morning, everyone. Pamela says, I also made custard with gingerbread. So good.
Ooh, that does sound good.
Chrissy says, I will try it in my coffee. Myra says, can you use powdered butter with Keto Chow? You can, but we want to make sure you're doing it intentionally. So, powdered fats with Keto Chow and rounding on nutrition labels. So, and there's a video with Miriam and I talking about it. The problem with powdered cream or butter or anything, or there's also powdered cream cheese, is number one, the volume is going to be larger. The mass or the weight will be higher for the same amount of calories. The cost will be higher for the same amount of calories. And now this is the kicker that gets most people, the number of carbohydrates. Now, if the convenience of a just add water mix outweighs those factors, then go for it.
Yes.
But the big issue is a lot of the nutrition panels will have a rounded number per serving. And so it rounds down to 0 on a lot of stuff. Butter powder tends to, well, here you go. Butter powder has 7.7 carbs per 100 grams. Regular butter has 0.06. That's a rounding error. Or to put it, if you were to do 3 meals a day, this is just to give a good comparison. 3 meals a day using butter powder would be 16.5 net carbs.
Okay.
whereas butter would be 0.126.
Wouldn't it be carbs, not net carbs?
It's total carbs, net carbs.
You just said
I was
net
just
carbs.
specifically non-fiber carbohydrates because, yeah.
Yeah, it's just when you say net carbs, people think that you're subtracting something, so I just wanted to clarify.
It's total carbs, which is the same as net carbs. So you can use butter powder. And if that works for you, great. But be aware that even though it may say it has 0 grams of carbs, it does not. It has quite a lot. And it's because their serving size is so small, they get to round down to 0. Or rather, they're required by law to round down to 0. So anyway, so just so you're aware, okay? Let's see. Dorothy says, Happy Valentine's Day. My daughters love their Valentine's Keto Chow packages.
Yay, I'm so glad.
Let's see. Mary says, hello, everyone. I'm new listening, and Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
Well, welcome,
Valentine's
Mary.
Day. Glad you're here.
Laura says, thank you. Let's see. Holly says, I pulled ribeyes out of the freezer for dinner.
Yes.
Nice.
Freezer ribeyes for the win.
Kristen says, I had chocolate keto chow in my coffee this morning. So good. Mary says, hello again. Shauna says, so happy to both have a full container and unopened bags of caramel macchiato as well.
Yay.
Q Life Brandy says, I'm having chocolate keto chow in my coffee, added an egg and collagen. Love starting my mornings like this. Maria says pizza cake. I love it. That's what it is. Lasagna is pizza cake. Jerry says, I love getting proactive notifications from Keto Chow that I have credits applied to my account. Honey Bear says, where is the lasagna recipe that you use?
We particularly like the peace, love, and low carb, just like the real thing lasagna. And it's one we've been using forever. There's a lot of lasagna recipes that are really good.
Yeah, Joe and Rachel have one that's really good.
Maria Emmerich has a couple of really good ones.
And they
we
are
just
using
really
lunch
like
meat.
this noodle recipe. And I mean, it is a little bit tedious to make, but there's some things about it that if you just love it, you're just willing to put in the work to make it. So.
And you can use the noodles as pizza crust if you want to.
And
Carrie,
I do.
Carrie Brown says, yoo from South Carolina.
Hi, Carrie.
Happy Heart Day, Bears. Susan says, great, now I have that song in my head. Lori thinks we're funny. Randy says, Chris made up some meat cookies yesterday. Life is good. I almost made some of those yesterday after I was done smoking the things that are wings, yes.
Yeah, so I was thinking yesterday, speaking of love, how, and lasagna. So the crock pot that we had the meatballs in last night, my mom gave to me.
Was that on our wedding day?
A long time ago. We were married already.
Oh, okay.
It was for my birthday, actually, I think. And we went over to their house, and she had made a lasagna in a crock pot. Because,
oh, wow.
So she knew that I wanted lasagna, because that's my favorite meal. And it wasn't until yesterday that I finally put 2 and 2 together. The reason why we didn't have lasagna growing up is because my dad gets sick when he eats tomatoes. So we very rarely had spaghetti. We never had lasagna. We had pizza occasionally. I just never noticed that my dad didn't really eat it. We also didn't eat dinner as a family at the table. So it makes sense. People are running here and there, whatever. But I thought, you know, that's a sacrifice for her to, she wanted to give me the crock pot. That was the gift that she gave me. And she wanted to make a meal in it and asked me what it was. But she decided to make something that would make me happy, even though her spouse couldn't even eat it.
Wow.
And so that's love, I think.
Okay.
I was just thinking about, you know, sacrificing what you want to do for someone else. Yes. Nice.
Cool. Carrie says, I haven't had that safety dance in a long time. Marie says, happy Valentine's Day. I had red licorice yesterday. Yummy, tasted like red vines today. Raspberry cheesecake. Nice. And that likes the background picture. It's a video.
Thank you. That's
if
our mountains
you notice,
from our
it
house.
moves around. Oh, look, that's me walking.
Oh, I can't
right
see it.
There. Oh, I just walked.
Oh, I can't see
I'll
it.
be right here in a second. It was me walking. I had those drone up, and so I was
at some point, there's
around.
a FedEx truck that drives by.
Anyway, let's see. Penny says, your necklace is so pretty. Love your hair.
you.
And that you're from, again, now you got the 80s song stuck in my head. Let's see. Yeah, the Vitamix shooting up in the air, baptism in Keto Chow.
Yes.
Jason says, I got a notification a bit ago that said my surprise box is out for delivery.
Yay.
Nice. Maya says, Miriam, have you tried the mousse recipe yet? I had to order more gingerbread. It's amazing as the mousse.
Oh, I should. That would be good. And you know what else would be good with the gingerbread is a crust for like a cheesecake or something.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't that be yummy?
It would indeed.
Gingerbread.
And he says, my daughter closed her cell phone in the tailgate of my truck.
Ah.
Which there's this Gus something or other. There's this YouTube channel that just has dumb videos. And it's
Well, isn't that all YouTube?
yeah, but he's like, this lady's like, hi, I'd like to buy a new cell phone, please. Like, oh, here you go. She says, it's for my daughter. He says, oh, sorry, we have to do one more thing. And he takes it and smashes it with the hammer. He's like, there you go.
It's ready for your daughter.
It's ready for your teenage daughter. Anyway, and he says, if I put 1 egg in coffee and a tablespoon of Keto Chow, is that enough fat per mug? Depends. I don't know. How much are you needing? 1 egg. Now, the minimum amount of fat that you need per serving of Keto Chow is 10 grams. So if you were to split that up, maybe, I don't know. 1 tablespoon isn't an accurate measurement. It's not a fraction of a, you would at that point be just doing it for the flavor.
Yeah,
So,
1 tablespoon of Keto Chow, right?
Yep. You could do half a serving and then have a minimum of 5 grams, but you would have to figure that out, unfortunately.
Yeah, you just kind of have to play with it and figure out what you like. And if you really are liking the flavor and giving yourself a little bit of vitamins, as long as you don't count on that for your whole serving of vitamins, then you're probably fine.
Because the idea with Keto Chow is you're getting 1/3 of all of the nutrients that you need for your daily nutrition. So if you were to have only 1 tablespoon, well, what are you using it for? Is it just as a creamer? Great.
Yep.
That's probably fantastic. If you're wanting it to be an actual meal, you'd probably want to use a full serving of Keto Chow. Maybe some of it in your coffee, some of it just mixed up as a shake. I don't know. But yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have a good answer for you. Wildzen said beef ribs, deviled eggs, keto slaw, and raspberry cheesecake planned. Happy Valentine's Day all.
What a good dinner.
Holly says I made a German chocolate cake for birthdays on Sunday and put the link to the recipe on our site.
Ah, that sounds awesome.
Lori says, how come I've never had Keto Chow in my coffee? I don't know. Joe and Rachel put it in theirs. Alan says, good morning, Chris and Miriam. I've been watching a lot of Rachel and Joe, and that's where I got introduced to Keto Chow. So I used their link, and I'm getting my Keto Chow tomorrow.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
what flavor are you going to try first, Alan?
Try the flavor you think you'll like the least.
First.
Yeah.
That's what we recommend. Because sometimes you're surprised.
Let's see. Danny says, is there a way on my account I can tell if I got the January or the February surprise box? I set up my subscription first order on January 29th, and then I got it in February.
It should be the January box if it was on January.
You should be getting the January box, but the easiest thing to do is to contact our customer service team and say, hey, did I get the right one? And they'll ask you what you got, and then they'll tell you whether you got the January or the February. So, Dennis says, good morning, my friend Lynette. It's good to be back. Looking for to practice making solid gummies by microwaving finished gummies on low power. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a fun trick.
Let's see, Christine says, love the fact that I can order individual packets of Keto Chow, new to Keto Chow, and love trying the different flavors.
Yay. Tell us what you like, Christine.
Alan says, I have a question. What's the best way to get extra protein when I'm doing 3 shakes a day? I weigh 214 now, and my ideal weight is 185.
So if you're going to do
couple of different
1-to-1,
ways.
right, which would be 185 would be how much grams of protein you need. You can add egg, you can add egg
So you can
protein.
add egg to your Keto Chow. You can add egg protein to your Keto Chow.
Yep.
You can eat a bunch of chicken breast.
Yep. We like
Or
a can of salmon,
can
or a
of
can
salmon.
of tuna fish, or something like that.
Yep. You can take a different protein shake and mix up like a 4th one. We do not recommend having 4 shakes of Keto Chow. There's too many vitamins that are in there that if you do that for an extended period of time,
you'll have too many vitamins.
you'll have too many vitamins. So you actually got a bunch of different options.
You can also add gelatin and collagen, which will help.
Yep.
Collagen is not a
Complete
protein, but it can still help boost a little bit.
Let's see. Alan says, air fryer auntie, we need to meet again 2 times in one morning. Yes, that's right, because she was probably on the early one. Claudia says, I'm late. Happy Valentine's Day. Not sure what Keto Chow I have. I didn't label them. I've got
Whoa,
chocolate in the fridge.
Surprise!
Yvette says, do you have success story videos? I don't think we have videos. We have a success stories page with photos, but no videos on there.
But we could get some. We could ask for some.
Yep. Maya says, if it was... Well, the problem with getting a success story video is most people don't have before and after video.
That's true. Yep. It would be an after video.
Yeah. Or are you talking about videos about success stories, which... Yeah, we don't really have that either. Let's see. People talking back and forth. Maya's still talking back and forth. Alan says, I'm getting the chicken soup and the salted caramel and the starter pack and the bag of lemon meringue and a bag of caramel macchiato. Okay.
You'll be good to go.
Don't be afraid to add salt to the savory chicken soup.
Yep, and meat.
Also, don't be afraid to use it as an ingredient in making the drop biscuits because they're freaking amazing.
They're so good.
Let's see, Jason Bean says, good morning. Vet says, I just saw the FedEx truck. Maya says, I can send you the recipe if you want to try it for another flavor. I'm obsessed.
There's a couple more parts. How creative I am. And I'm organized. This person is organized.
Apparently.
I like that too. Oh, and I am a velociraptor. I don't think that's a real one.
Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Anyway, Alan says, so yeah, I need that for my wrinkles, the collagen. By the way, the best way to get collagen is when you're eating your steak and you get the chunks of cartilage or gristle, cut it up into small pieces and just swallow them.
Eat it.
It's pure collagen, plain and simple. And you can't, like you have a hard time chewing it up, your stomach acid, it'll just chew right through it.
Stomach acid kills things. It's awesome.
Anyway, Maya says, the gingerbread is definitely my favorite so far.
Oh, nice.
Maya says, I'm sorry I messed you up, I'm chatty today. That's okay.
We're just glad you're here.
Yep. So, what else do we... So we're having a Valentine's party with our kids tonight.
Yeah, and we have a big surprise. We'll probably video and show on Instagram tonight because I haven't said anything. I want to tell you guys.
I haven't said anything either.
But
the problem
I don't want
is
my kids to accidentally hear.
every once in a while our kids watch this.
Every once in a while.
So, let's see. JC Bean says, I love the chicken soup and the 2KK recipe for bread and tomato basil chow for the chili. Joe told me yesterday that he went to make more of the chili and he was out of the tomato. He's like, I can't believe how much of it I use of it.
Wow, that's funny.
Let's see, Sonny says, do you think the black licorice will still be available next month? I can't order again until then on a budget and sticking to it. Well, stick to your budget, number one. But whether or not it will still be available,
probably.
That I don't know. There's no way to guesstimate that because, well, let's see. Here we go. Red licorice, black licorice. We do have these availability bars. Looks like the red licorice is down about a quarter and the black licorice is down about a fifth. The problem is the sales curve isn't linear. It's not like it just goes at a constant rate. There was a lot of purchases right at the very beginning.
And then it takes a while.
And then it tapers off as everyone's like, do I really like it?
Yeah,
they wait to get it, then they try it.
I want it again.
And then it'll ramp back up again.
So it's interesting.
Maya says, Christy, I'm ordering 10 more bags as we speak. Nice. Lori says, oh my dogs are going to hate me. No more gristle for them. Well, that's actually something that Dr. Barry had said. He's like, don't buy a collagen supplement. Just eat the gristle on your steak. I'm like, okay. And if you really want to get down to it, you should gnaw the cartilage off the chicken wings that you eat. But I just can't bring myself to that. That's, anyway. All right.
That's next level.
Next level. Hey, I'm working my way up there.
That's right.
Anyway, Sonia says, I'll just pray about it. Alan says, is the beef soup better for using as a thickener for roast beef and things? I've heard a few reviews that say they didn't like it. They saw Joe and Rachel say they used it as a thickener. So
you sure can.
I don't know. Well, I like to use it in recipes as well. But what it does is, number one, it has a lot of electrolytes and a lot of vitamins in it. So there's a lot of nutrition in there. But it also has acacia gum, and the acacia gum acts as an emulsifier. So if you have drippings from your pot roast, and so there's water and fat, and they're just kind of hanging out adjacent to each other, you add in the beef soup base and mix it up. And you can actually do the same thing with the taco or the tomato soup. And it will cause the water and the fat to mix together, and it thickens up, and it just turns into this amazing gravy. So, I don't know. And the funny thing is, we didn't sell a lot of the beef soup base until, I posted a video about doing that, and then Joe and Rachel did as well. And we actually sold out. Look, there I am walking again, right there.
Oh, I see you. You're so small.
And we actually sold out of the big bags of the beef soup base. We have a few more on the way, but it works really well.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it does.
Maya says, Chris and I worked at a nursing home. I had a resident who ate even the bones when she had chicken.
Wow.
Gave me the chills to watch her. Hey, she must have needed the calcium.
Mm-hmm.
Mike says, I'm wondering if people who eat nose to tail sometimes buy packages of noses and tails. John says, how do you chew through gristle? You don't. You cut it up into small pieces and swallow it. Let's see. Alan says, so it would be good for like a bone broth type drink. You could, actually. Yeah. Well, and I don't often mix it up and drink the savory flavors. Mm-hmm. I will sometimes mix it up and then pour it into a bowl and throw chunks of meat into it and have it like a soup.
Yeah, and something I like to do with my favorite thing
Yeah.
is to make it into chaffles. So we'll do like 3
Yes.
eggs, like a handful of cheese. We use mozzarella cheese, and then a scoop of the savory keto chows. And then this morning when I made those heart-shaped ones for the kids, I had made some ones that had sausage in them.
Sausage
They
in
were
the chaffles.
so
They were
good.
freaking amazing.
So it was a chicken soup chaffle that had, I just did like a pound of sausage, and I probably made, I don't know, maybe 30 savory chaffles, and then we ate half of them the day I made them, and then we ate some of them today. So they were good, and they freeze really well. But I love making the tomato basil into like little tiny pizzas, and then just put some cheese and little baby pepperonis on them. They're so cute.
Yep. Let's see. Debbie's here, says Happy Valentine's Day. Dennis says, hoping Joe and Rachel are monitoring this, loving their tips. They finished keto on the couch.
Oh, great.
And Alan Tooth says, yeah, that's an amazing idea for using as a gravy maker. My head's going crazy with all kinds of recipes I can do with these. I'm a chef and a dental hygienist.
Yay.
By the way, Alan, if you haven't seen it yet, if you go on our site and you go to kitchen and you go to recipes, you can select the different Keto Chow flavors. And we have just a whole bunch of, there's 15 for the beef soup base.
Yeah.
Hey, there's the Lazy Engineer shredded beef with gravy.
Yeah, that's our counter.
Yeah, lots of.
And that bacon cheeseburger soup is really good. One of my favorites is if you go to pumpkin sausage soup.
Oh, the pumpkin sausage soup.
I don't love the pumpkin. I mean, I don't
It's fine.
dislike it. I just am not really a pumpkin spice girl, right? But I love the pumpkin sausage soup. There it is on the right. It has sausage and jalapenos and poblanos and a can of pumpkin, so it's a little bit higher in carbs. It's like 6 carbs per serving, so you have to be careful with it. But it's great because it has that like savory, salty, and then sweet, like all in one bite. Oh, it's so good.
That's right. Sean says, ew, really? Does it dissolve? It dissolves in your stomach.
Oh, the collagen.
Okay,
yes.
just let me say that as a problem. Probably not a good practice for anyone who may have had bariatric surgery. That is true.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yvette says, last night I watched your reviews of all the ice cream makers out there. I saw how the 2 Crazy Ketos made it with their Vitamix, which I own. So I'll try it this way.
Yay.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Christy says, that's a great idea. Adding meat to the chaffles never occurred to me. Alan says, I haven't tried chaffle yet, but I bought the Dash waffle maker. Nice.
You're
Welcome.
so ready.
So I'm going to start becoming a chaffle ninja. Let's see. And Sean says, I'm going to make some of my savory chicken. Going to take some of my savory keto chow to my mom today. Going to sit and have her browse through some recipes. And Blue Dove says sausage makes everything better. Yes, it does.
It does.
Also, I smoked a pork belly like a brisket, and it was delicious. Anyway, Okay, anything else you want to talk about today?
We do have the InfoStack bundle.
It's still available.
Still available. It's on the website if you scroll down.
So if you go to the homepage, scroll.
Yep, right there.
That guy. Anyway, it's $100 worth of Keto Chow for $67.
Mm-hmm. And then there's a bunch of other
And then there's other stuff too.
programs that are awesome. Yes. So
Yep.
if you haven't heard about that, go check that out. It's really great. And we are excited about it. It's only available today and tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day.
Tomorrow is the last day. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks everybody.
Thanks
we will
for spending
catch
the
you
morning
tomorrow.
with us. We love you. Happy Valentine's